Hey y'all, it's Anime Kim, and today I'm going to be reviewing episode 1 of Mairimashita Iruma episode 1. And I gotta say, this anime was random as fuck. And I mean that in like the most endearing way because I liked already its premise. And I shit you not, this premise could pretty much fit in a freaking hentai, like no joke, where the main character is sold off by his parents to demons. That is pretty much the premise that you would get in some hentais. But I'm glad, no, it is not a hentai, but I'm just thinking on it after watching this episode, it does remind me of some of them I've reacted to in the past. But already, what I love about this episode was from the get-go, it already gives you sympathy for the main character because you have the narrator explain things like, due to his parents not wanting to work, he works jobs so that to provide for himself and his parents. And already right off the bat, you feel sorry for him because normally characters of his age in anime, you would see him go through high schools, but instead of doing that, he's working hard, tough jobs. So that kind of felt sad. And then when you find out that he's sold off to the leader of the demons in the netherworld, it's like, damn, man, this boy has no fucking luck. So already it makes you want to root for him. And while yes, this episode does emphasize that the main character is in better circumstances now because now the person that his parents sold him off to, the demon lord, he's actually a man who actually does want to raise a human child, and he actually does care about Iruma. That kind of made for some nice, sweet, adorable moments, at least until afterwards. He's like, well, if you leave, I'm going to eat you. So then I'm like, oh man, this is so hilarious. But no, the episode does imply that the Gramps, he wouldn't really harm the main boy. So I really like that. I think they just did it for comedic factor. So I already like the Gramps character. And he's got way higher senses of morality than his parents also. Which pretty much shows off the theme. It kind of has the theme of it doesn't matter where an individual's from or their backgrounds. There's a chance that people can be nice. It doesn't matter where they're from. And I kind of like how the episode kind of has those themes in a way. So already has those type of themes. And already you have a lot of sympathy for the main character. Because even though this is kind of comedic, there is tension. Because the Gramps explains that if anyone finds out that he's a human boy, they might eat him. And then he sends him instantly to like this academy in the netherworld with like demons and all that shit. And I'm like, oh my. And I love how even more he escalates shit by having the main character say like this forbidden spell that prevents him from tripping for a freaking day, which pisses off this dude called Asamideus. He gets in the fight with Iruma, and then Iruma somehow wins by fucking dodging every attack because apparently the narrator says that since he's worked so many jobs and his life is so unfortunate, he's gained infinite defense somehow during all this. I'm just laughing at the fucking screen, and I freaking love it. And afterwards, he defeats Asamideus by doing a German suplex afterwards, and then Asamideus essentially becomes his fucking bitch because afterwards he wants to serve Iruma because apparently it's demon code where if you beat someone, afterwards you gotta become that if you defeat someone, that person that you defeat becomes your servant. And I'm like, dang, that is hilarious. But at the same time, that kind of has some scary implications for Iruma, because what if you were to lose a battle in the future? So already, like I'm on top of comedy, you do have stakes, and it kind of does remind you that, oh shit, even though this does have some funny times, you also gotta like root for Iruma not to be discovered that he's a human. So all in all, I like it. Has comedy and tension with a plot. So that's what I felt from the story standpoint. It was good. And it was hilarious. And from a character standpoint, I like it. Iruma was nice and endearing. It makes you want to root. Like seriously, you just want to root for the boy, you know? To not get eaten while at the same time to have a decent school life. Well, as decent as a human boy can have in like a place that has demons anyway, so makes you want to root for him too. And Asamides was pretty hilarious too with the way after the end of the episode, once he becomes once he willingly submits himself to becoming Iruma's servant, when this chick that Iruma saves wants to thank him, he's got like this whole begone thought face directed towards the direction of this girl, and I'm just like, oh man, this Asamides gun dude is already acting sort of like a yandere with his face, and I love it. So I like the quirky, hilarious personalities of the characters, and the Grumps is pretty nice too, where he just wants, in his own way, he wants the best things to happen to Iruma, even though they put him at extreme risk. But it's makes sense because he's kind of like the eccentric type dude. So all in all, the characters are nice, and while the action animation could have been better, at the very least the far away destruction shots are good. And the slow-mo sequences where he kind of parades the attack of Alcibiades when they first fight, and he does German still flicks look pretty nice. So the animation, it can look really good in some instances. In other instances, it doesn't look strong, but the artwork is nice for the most part. And as for the music, the opening, my goodness, I just think of the word Bobby, 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 and I fucking love it. It was really great. Definitely love the opening. And the ED was pretty great. My favorite ED of the season, my second favorite OP of the season. So when it comes to music, the series is actually great. And the music actually helps contribute to the comedy, which is impressive because a lot of comedy animes that I've seen, they could have lacking music sometimes. Like a comedy anime could fire all cylinders. It could be hilarious. But the music might not be there. No, for this one, it is. And that's why I can say without hesitation, this episode is 8.5 out of 10 worthy. Likeable characters, good music, nice art. It's just the full package, y'all. So no, and I recommend any of y'all who want to see a comedy to check it out because so far it has a nice start. So anyways, y'all, these are my thoughts on its first episode. Be sure to comment on your thoughts on the first episode of Iruma-kun in the comment section below. Rate the video, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later if you come back for more. Alright, y'all, have a great and safe day. Bye-bye.